All right, hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for your patience for the audio there while we got logged in and set up. This is your APA Divisional Finals, Marauding Merkins versus For the Cause. Here at the table we have Jim EHMANN versus Jordan Campbell-REYNA. Looks like he's hung himself here behind the stripes. He may be able to play a single rail kick into this 7. And he almost does with the combo. Good hit. And not a bad play.
Chris is Lincoln, James Ford, Patrick Barney, 40 months, Coyote.
Welcome, Trevor. We are still on the first rack here, Trevor. Marauding Merkins versus For the Cause. Jim EHMANN up for Marauding Merkins, and Jordan Campbell-REYNA up for the Cause. Got a little bit of a safety battle here. Just went one full inning with 2 leaves. I think this 7 goes with the full rail kick bank.
Jerry Burhoff and Christina McKelvey got put even more of a ringer and officially promoted.
It's the only makeable shot that I see on the table at the moment. He cannot get to the 2 for the cross bank.
Hours of work. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated.
Getting some coaching from his teammate there.
In addition, we've got some
Fantastic shot. Nice kick bank. Now what to do? 2 ball goes on the cross bank. Go off the long rail here and back out. Happened faster than I could draw the lines on the table. This is the first rack, and I joined after the break, so I am not sure which player is which here. If someone is watching live and can let me know in the chat room there. Otherwise, I'll see after the first rack who's who. What a great safety play. That cue ball almost popped out from behind the 9. Would have sold the farm there. This 2 ball is makeable, but it's going to be tough to get shape on his last stripe down here on this foot rail. All right, we've got a few options here. I like the 10 or the 14. I think that might be. They're both turned on their side. If he floats this up with the cue ball, he might have shape on the 9. And he's done it. Great shot, good leave. Now the trick here is to not get hung up behind this 8 ball. I think a stun shot will roll you up just shy of the 8 ball. So we hit center ball, rolls right up through here somewhere. Just like that. Fantastic shot and a good leave. He's got options now. Maybe play this 15 with just a little baby draw. Get shape on the 10 at the head of the table. Or just roll it nice and slow for the side pocket. Tough part about this shot is going to be that he needs to draw off of making this in the side. If he runs it all the way down in the corner, he'll be able to get better shape, easier shape rather, on the 8 ball without jeopardizing putting too much speed on that 10. Got a good look at an out here. He's got 2 options on executing his last stripe. Getting some coaching. Not a bad idea on a shot like this. I think his teammates explaining that if he takes the corner pocket with stun or draw or bottom, that he'll get better shape on the 8. It's also a wider pocket, a little easier to put some more speed on a wider target. If he plays this into the side pocket and tries to draw off of it, it's got to be back of the pocket. Looks like he's eyeing up for the corner pocket. I think that's a better play. Again, more natural shape on the 8 ball with less effort. Oh, that was the right hit. Just missed his ball. Good conversation and coaching from his teammate. I think that was the right shot choice for sure. Just ended up missing it. Rattled. These diamond pockets will bite, yeah. If you're not center pocket. You wanted a little bit more down table for this. Pretty steep angle to be able to get enough speed on the 7. The cue ball is going to go back up to the top of the table. He might look at bringing this 2 rails, go off the foot and the head rail. Uh-oh, what have we done here? Looks like we've left our opponent a pretty decent out. Hard to tell how straight this stripe is from upstairs here. But if he can get just to the right side of it and use that long rail, he should be able to pop out for a good shot on this 8 ball. All right, looking at the 8, he's got his pocket marker there. Looks like a bottle of hot sauce. I like it. Good shape off of his last stripe for a nice look at the 8. He's got his pocket marked. See if he can follow through here and strike first blood in this race. This is a 3-2 race between Jim and Jordan. Nice shot. Nice way to finish the rack. Give him a little cha-ching for his 8 ball there. We'll find out who's who in just a moment when that score gets added to the tab, the EvoSports tablet here. This is a winner break format here at the ABA team finals, the divisional finals in Lincoln City at Chinook Winds Casino. Rack 2 between Jim and Jordan. Shake out those first game jitters. This is the first race in this team race. checking the rack for good contact between the first few balls, most importantly. Those first 4 or 5 balls need to be nice and tight for a good break. Monster Break by Jim EHMANN. All right, Jim's on the stripes and left himself, looks like a shot on this 13 here. I think it just cuts. He might have rolled a little bit too far. Jim EHMANN is aiming good. I'm sure he's heard that before. All right, off to a strong start here with the stripes. He's going to have to do something with this mess here at some point. He could play this 10 in the corner, leave himself this 14 down here and use the cue ball for a breakout, but then he's left himself potentially in a situation where all his balls are tied up if he doesn't get the breakout. This looks pretty decent too. Got to make that first ball though, Jim, to continue on. Jim forfeits his turn. Jordan back to the table here, looking for some redemption after that first rack. He had an opportunity to get out there with Jim and rattled a ball. Missed his opportunity. Decent shot from Jordan there, but hasn't left himself much for shape. Waving his hand for the accidental safety, courtesy to the opponent. Jim EHMANN back to the table, is taking his time aiming.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Hey, Trevor. Good to hear your voice.
Likewise. Sorry about that. My laptop was not wanting to connect properly, so I switched over to a tablet.
Sad laptop.
Yeah, we got it worked out, though. How's things going in here?
Things are going great. Jim EHMANN versus Jordan CAMPBELL-REYNA at the table right now for the first matchup. Marauding Americans versus For the Cause. Jim striking first blood and getting the first 8 ball.
Right.
That's Jim there walking away from the table. Jordan back to the table at this point.
Nothing like the pressure of teams battle and the finals where you got all your friends relying on you to make balls. Do the best you can, but man, the nerves and teams out of everything that I've done. They're doing a bunch of announcements in here. I'm going to step out of the room. I am in the room, and everybody is having a blast.
Trevor's on site. I recognize those floors there at Lincoln City.
Yeah, I'm going to step over into the quietest place I can find. This is a tricky rack here. You can get on Jim, that 11.
You can get on the 11, and it's good in the side. if you're not going to get a breakout. He's going to be tough to get either of those from this position on the 14. Looks like he's looking to see if this 11 cuts right now. I don't know that he can get enough of it. I don't hate the idea though. His opponent still got this 2-5 situation to deal with. Oh, not enough gas, but it would have went.
Whew.
Good luck by Jim. He had shape too.
Yes, he did.
Shape to boot. All right, Jordan's looking to end this nonsense. Get on the board.
Yeah, playing the 1 into the top left corner has a little bit of risk of riding the 8 towards that right side if struck incorrectly.
Maybe looking for the combo there. I'm not sure. Ended up playing well, is this 8-ball blocking his 11? Can't tell. Looks like it's probably free.
The body language is making me think that maybe it's not without a little masse or something.
He's looking. He's looking. He wants it to go.
Yeah, because I mean, you almost have the masse at this, but even if you pocket it, you're going to be down low. Man, that was a pretty effective save if he's got him hooked on the 8, especially that 3 coming back around and blocking the path anywhere else.
Yeah, I think he's looking at the kick now, and I think his own ball is in the way of the kick. He'd have to play a combo most likely. Not a bad look, though. I kind of prefer the little baby masse or swerve shot. I can't see how tight it is on the 8, though. Not a bad look. No contact. Ball in hand for Jordan. Jordan needs to figure out how to break this 2-5 out of here with this ball in hand. Or pocket something with a safety.
Yeah, that 3 ball is trickier than it appears also because the 3 block in that pocket, very small area to get onto that ball.
Yeah, with ball in hand, I might choose to play the 3, something like this in the side with just a little bit of angle to try to get this breakout.
I like that.
But he chose to go for a couple of ducks, hoping to get some points here. Didn't work out for him. Jim now with a duck in the corner, multiple ways to get shape for either of his other 2 balls here.
Yeah, running straight through this. Nice stroke.
Danger, danger. Oh, all right. He put quite a bit of steam on that. It seemed hard to predict where that was going to land with that type of hit. But he does have a nice cut on his 10 ball. Easier to get onto the 14 from the 10 than it is the opposite.
Yeah, you could pocket that 10 with a touch of draw and play it towards that first diamond coming to come 2 rails at the 14, but you're still not out of the woods, even getting a good look onto the 14.
You're saying something like this, Trevor?
Wider.
Wider.
Two rails, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yep. He opted for what I drew there, and it's got a good angle for a bank here. I like this. I love side pocket banks on these diamond tables. One of my favorite shots. Doesn't look like the 8 gets by the 3 into this bottom left corner, so he's going to have to get position on the 8 for one of the other pockets. If he's not careful, he's going to end up with shape in for that pocket where it doesn't go.
Oh, just inside the point. Still this drop, though. It's brutal.
All right, Jordan back to the table. His opponent with 1 ball on the table and already up 1 game in this set. He's got to play something smart here. I like just baby touching this 2 ball and maybe locking the cue just behind the 5. Get some separation between my 2 and my 5. Try to leave that cue in here somewhere.
I like that selection. Speed's got to be just right, though.
I think that's what we're going to see here. Oh, and to your point, he almost rolled back out just a little bit. You're right. That's those short, soft hits are tricky to get the speed.
Looks like he got there, though. Side pocket's going to be kind of right in the line for the 1-rail kick. Going to have to probably come with some English to either shorten or lengthen it.
Yeah, tough spot. Good safety by Jordan here. Put some pressure on Jim. If Jordan can get a second ball in hand, now that he's got separation from that with that 2 and 5, he has a good chance of getting out. Getting some coaching at the table, never a bad idea when you're down to your last couple shots here, and this one's clutch.
Yeah, it's good to get your team involved too and hear what they're thinking about it and be all on the same page rather than say, hold my beer, I got this.
Looks like he said just inside the point here is where he's sending them.
Not really a pocket to be calling or hoping for here unless you kind of get some love.
Yeah. I thought he was going to need just a touch of left English, some running English there to even get it. Looked a little bit shallow for the angle. Now Jordan with a ball in hand secured off of a strong safety play, looking to run it back or get out. Let's see what he's going to do here. Follow this 2 forward. Kind of favored taking the 5 ball the opposite direction first. Just now he's got some angle on this shot. You can see he's taking his time here with his deep breath. Stood back up after getting down on it. Does it go? It goes.
Got it.
We're going to see a big draw here off this long rail, back out for shape on the 1. Yeah, I didn't think he hooked himself. I think he needed to play a draw shot there.
Yeah, tried playing the simpler shot to give himself a look and
you got a timeout.
Overrolled it.
Got a timeout on the table. One of the questions in the chat room, do you know where, what the area for the 2 teams where they're playing out of? And it sounds like Merkins are Beaverton, Portland area. Thank you, Kurt. Not sure for the cause where they're from. If anybody's live and in the chat, please let us know.
Little 2-rail kick in behind it.
Don't scratch. Don't
Look
scratch.
Oh, brutal.
That burns. That burns. Ball in hand. 1 ball in the 8 left. Jim's going to have to trip on his own shoelaces here to not get out. It
I
happens,
like
though.
Oh yeah.
Happened to me just this past week in the tournament. Took a shot for granted and got my perfect shape, but I missed my shot.
You play enough pool and you do it too many times to want to admit it.
All right. Looks like, is he going to try to play a short little roll for shape on this 8-ball or draw back off the long rail? Take the 8 in the same pocket.
I think roll forward and play the 8 in the bottom left is a little bit natural. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I was concerned about. You and I have talked about this plenty of times, but he was just leaving himself such a short little shot window here. This is, an exaggeration of where he needed to be, but for the right-hand corner, if he was going to try to play for the left-hand corner, to your point, he would have needed to play this much further up or with some angle to end up over here. Now he's left himself a tricky 8-ball. This can be played as a decent two-way. If he plays his cue ball right, he can fire at the 8 and leave his opponent a tough shot. And he's marked his corner. He's looking at the bank. Looks like he's got a bottle of hot sauce for a pocket marker there. I like his style. Wonder what hot sauce he's using to mark his pocket there.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with that hot sauce. I'll have to go and get a closer look when that room quiets down just a little bit.
Yeah, Jim's a smart guy. He's got a dual-purpose item here, pocket marker and a little accoutrement for a burrito at lunch. He's done it. Nice shot.
Great shot.
Tough out, and he, under pressure, landed it.
Clutch.
Now Jim Amon going up 2 points over Jordan CAMPBELL-REYNA in this first matchup. Jim Amon is aiming well.
Yeah, this is a point-based race where they have their own algorithm by how you score against the handicap, trying to kind of race to a set number of points between the two teams, casting up your different skill level players. It can be won in as little as 2 rounds if you have 2 very lopsided matches early on.
Oh, wow.
But typically, it goes down to the decider.
Looks like in the chat room, it's Melinda's hot sauce, potentially. I am familiar with Melinda's. Always enjoyed the pocket marker styles, different items used as a pocket marker.
Yeah, there's no shortage of variety.
Man, Jim's got some body language in his breaks. That is fun to watch. Looks like the last ball rolling, straight ball.
That 515 looks unfavorable for either suit.
I'm going to need to figure this out. He very well could do it right here with a draw shot off of the 14, but it looks like he's hitting top of the ball. Doing some double duty there, throwing a $20 in at the machine and commentary at the same time.
No, I'm sitting out in the casino room at a machine.
I'm just joking, I know.
It's the only quiet place to be.
I can hear the machines just a little bit, so I thought it was funny. I know you're not playing. Jim with a tough shot here on the 10 ball. I don't know that he wants to pull this 9 out of the way and open this pocket up. That's kind of what Jordan needs, is that pocket available.
Unless that 10 plays on the side.
It's always tough to tell from upstairs, but gosh, yeah, it might go. Outside to outside edge, looks like it's just barely goes.
I'd probably get a referee looking at this. Oh, going for the little breakout. Some mocrum of awkwardness still. That 15 being close to that 10-5 or 12-5, excuse me. Might give him an opportunity to break that out comfortably with the 15 ball.
Yeah, catalyst for a breakout there. 10 ball also goes past the 5 in the top right corner if the 15's not there. So Jordan kind of poked at the shot there a little bit. Not sure if it landed how he intended.
It's always interesting in an 8-ball when the rack is tied up. If somebody is a little distracted by the problems that are at hand, having a good game plan can really help with that. Did he have a look at the 15?
I don't think so. Not from here. I think he can cut this 10 ball. Or 12, maybe that is. Can't tell. Must be a 12. It's pretty wild, though. It's going to crash off the 5. Send the cue flying. I think that's about all he's got, though. This could have worked out.
Yeah, it leaves a challenging 5 ball.
Challenging 5 or a challenging 7. I like the 5 ball myself. The rails give a nice marker for the angle. Oh, rattles it. Finds both sides of the pocket there, but not the back.
Yeah, the sticky conditions that happens by the end of the event here at the coast. It is moist and rails become less and less forgiving, that's for sure.
Got the Velcro effect going on.
Yeah.
No, not quite that bad, but definitely slows them down. Where are we going here? We're just playing for a safe? I think we're playing for a safe.
Ooh, that was very effective.
Yeah, done well. Nice safety there by Jim Amon. Jordan's got really no option other than to get his 7 out of the way. He said, "Back at you. You deal
Yeah,
with
that
it."
was simple but effective, leaving him tree topped over his own ball. Limits the options and definitely keeps it very uncomfortable.
I kind of like going for this, following it, maybe buying the pocket if you miss. Looks like he's going for another safety play, though. That could work out strong if he can lock it up on the 7 ball on the backside. Or the 4 ball. I think that's a 4. Well, I think he popped out just far enough to allow Jordan to see this 5. 6 looks pretty lined in the side, too. Oh, Jordan sees something I don't see, and that's the 1. Oh.
Ooh.
Was he intending to get by that 6?
I think that was the hope.
Yeah.
It was definitely very close.
Well, he looked pumped that he didn't scratch it there, but Jim's got some room to work now. It's like playing down for shape on the 10's probably the next best play. Oh. Oh, and some love.
Some love bumps all around. Now you may have to try. Excuse me. You may have to try and run into this to get something working for you.
I'm not sure if the last stripe goes in this corner, but it'd be tough to get shape there anyway from this spot. Yep, just playing for a good hit. Not left himself a high probability shot here. I think his best play is to make contact, break his ball open, and pocket that 5 at the bottom of the table, the top of the table.
Do feel like that was the intent. There was a lot going on with a lot of distance.
Jordan should take care not to clear this 5 at the moment. I would pocket the 7, leaving that 5 to protect that corner. Jim's on the hill, and now his last ball has a visible pocket. And that was my fear. Jim's got
playing with this with pace, or trying to hold it there and play the 8 in the bottom left?
I'm probably playing it with just a little bit of stuns to pop back out off the rail. I don't like shooting off the rail. I'd like to be somewhere in this type of a line for it myself.
Yeah, slow rolling at that distance always presents challenges.
Ooh. Looked like he hit just probably above center ball, rolled forward off of the contact. Still going to call the same pocket. We've got the Melinda's hot sauce out there on the bottom left corner.
Yeah, you play this at just pocket speed, leave the cue ball down on the bottom rail, but man, being elevated up over that 3 ball is going to make this
not super easy. Jim would service himself well by leaving the 8 in the corner, also effectively blocking that 6 and 1 from their easiest pockets. Is he going to get some love off the 6? Not today. Not bad. This could still work out in his favor. On Jordan's last inning, he cleared Jim's problem out of his way. He needs to consider where he's going to leave this cue ball pretty heavily in his shot decisions here. His opponent is on the hill, and he's on the 8. This is selling the farm, I think.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Half a ball roll less, and it would have been just fine.
Melinda's back to the table with Jim calling this bottom left corner. Jordan giving Jim too many innings at the table here.
Oh no!
Oh my! Oh, Jim. Jim was out.
Giving a little breath of life for Jordan.
Jordan, don't take this for granted. You can do it. Take your time, breathe, fall through.
Woof.
Breathe some more.
Yeah, indeed.
Take some more time. I'd like to see Jordan get one on the board here. Be hill if he can do that.
Left himself pretty thin on this 3-ball. He's going to have his work cut out ahead of him to get onto that 4-ball along the rail as well.
Yeah. If I'm Jordan, I may consider just playing a safety and off this 2-ball and leaving my cue on the uphill side of it.
That's not a bad choice. If you can cut that 3 in and get onto the 6. Kind of get the two-way action going on.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's gotten enough out of it to be behind the 6, but round 3 for Melinda and Jim on this corner. He must be able to see the cut. Oh, yeah, I think so.
Might play a slight masse just to give a little extra.
Nope,
but,
he's looking at the kick.
All right.
And this is looking too wide if this is where he's going. He's going to end up way over here. This kick bank's more effectively played somewhere like 1.5 diamonds, 1 1/4 diamonds out with just some top left. Yeah, he's got his. I think he's a bit wide on his measuring point there, unless he's going to put some right English on it to slow that angle down. It's not a problem to crash into this rail first, so going a little bit wide can actually help still. But this looks too wide to me. Oh, he's shallow. Yeah, Melinda is back off the table. Maybe he should try a different hot sauce. He's got some Cholula or some Tabasco.
All right, what's the pattern here?
Well, the 2-ball is definitely his toughest shot. So if it's me and I have ball in hand, I'm taking this 2 first. And maybe playing the 2 for shape on the 6. Take the 2 here with a baby draw for the 6. He's doing the opposite, and that's not a problem. He was able to get a good little draw out of that 6-ball. Jordan, calm down.
Yeah, I like that standing up, taking a breath, gathering yourself.
Yeah, really important. Oh, he's dogged it.
Ouch. This is a brutal game we choose to entertain ourselves with.
Yeah. Yes, it certainly can be.
Can be so rewarding and also just so frustrating.
On the days where everything's linking up and working out, it's really rewarding.
Yeah.
Jim Amon with the first set. Marauding Merkins versus For the Cause. Marauding Merkins now up. Be back with you in just a moment with our next matchup.
We should be able to stay right on here. We got tournament mode on, so this is going to be a continuous stream for all 3 of these matches of the finals.
Perfect. All right, looks like
So
our
we'll
next
wait.
opponents are stepping up to the table for their lag.
Yeah, we'll wait for them to cast up the new names and update that, and we'll see who we got coming to the table next. These are both 2 good lags.
Going to be a close one. Looks like the 2's won. Again, not sure who's who here until we see first score go up on the board.
This is a player-run system, so they're entering in the names now. You can see just, oh, I can circle it. They're entering in their player names on the tablet just behind right here. So momentarily, we'll see who's being put up, what the race is going to be. It's got to feel pretty good to get a whitewash on your first round into the finals, really put the pressure on, take some of the pressure off of your teammates coming in.
Yeah, that's a good point. For the Cause needs a big set here. We've got our names populated into the score system now. It looks like Joseph Farmer versus Steve Barry. And it's a straight race to 5.
Yeah, skill level 7 is as high as it goes in the APA, so these 2 should put on a good show.
With 2 7s and a race to 5, I bet we're going to see at least one safety battle in here.
Go out, get a little bump. Perfect.
Pockets the 5 with authority. Shape on the 6. Good thing he touched it. Create a little bit of separation. That was about to roll right on top of it.
Oh.
Ooh. I think he was intending to crash into that, but he needed just a little more steam or slightly different angle. Trevor, I'll be right back with you. 30 seconds.
Okay. Stripes has got their work cut out ahead of them here, especially with that 6 ball taking over the pocket. Gonna take some creativity to find the way out of this rack. Kind of like dragging off of the 10 ball along this line and try and get up into the 13 ball.
All right, and I'm back.
I'm going to step back into the other room there and see if it's quieted down a little bit, because I like to see the interactions of the players around. Oh.
Ooh, right off the table. Looking to get a maximum bottom on that shot, I think.
Let me go put this finals match up onto the big screen around the room now that we've moved off of the scotch. So bear with me as I'm walking around the event space.
All right, and if anyone in the chat room there knows which player Joseph is and which player Steve is before we get the first score. That would be great. If not, we will find out soon enough. Looking to follow that in. Not quite enough. I would need just a touch more bottom English, I think. Gear that stripe so that it rolls forward.
She's got your monies. Hey, nice job, dude.
Okay.
Ooh, finds the point there. Kurt in the chat says Steve is playing for the Merkins. I appreciate that. I'm not sure which one Steve is. We've got two gentlemen here shooting. Ooh. It's always fun watching this level of player move the cue ball around the table.
Yeah, that was nicely handled, getting down and to that lower region. Got a lot of traffic to avoid to get back up table. Looks
Bottom
like
right
he's-
English maybe to go 2 rails back out.
Nice
Yep.
shot.
Probably the best way to avoid traffic there, but not the easiest shot out of the available shots.
Yeah, and the side pocket always lingering in your mind, but handles it well.
Ran the last few balls with great shape on the 8 here. Looking to strike first blood. And in the chat room, looks like Joe is at the table. So Joe with first blood, Joseph Farmer. All right, more confirmation in the chat room there for who was who. Thank you, appreciate you. In the team format, it's always tough to tell who's who until they get to scoring. All right, this is a winner break format, so Joe will be breaking again with some momentum off of that last rack.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with the APA format, 8 ball on the break is a win. If you make the 8 and scratch, it is a loss, and you are what you make off of the break. First, you have to make something, but he hit those with a sledgehammer. Sometimes you hit them so good, and you're just like, man, how is nothing in the pocket?
Yeah, that's my problem on all my breaks. I hit them so good that nothing goes. All right, Steve, here we go. This is a long set. Chanel Chin in the chat asking, sorry, just to confirm, this is the final? Yes, this is the final.
Oh, no.
Oh, Steve dogs the 6. Obviously looking to get up table for the 3 or the 1.
Whew.
Stripes aren't easy to get out here.
Not at all.
Joe's
One
just going to start
problem
by,
remove.
yep, start by chipping away one at a time. There goes one. Joe says, what problems? I don't see any problems. I see solutions.
This 14 goes, you can, yeah.
I like that. Shake
Now
the snow globe.
everything's, yeah, everything's out in the open. The 8 ball is probably going to need the key ball of the 11 ball to kind of hold the play at the bottom right. Actually, kind of like shooting the 9 ball here, but either can work. Just really player's preference. Does very well.
I think he's going to look to play this 8 maybe in the top left corner from this location.
I think he's going to cut the 9 and try and get the cue ball right back where it's at.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I think that 8 goes where the bottom right. But
I see
I
ya.
think he's looking the direction that you were referring to.
I think he's overrolled it just a bit, though, unfortunately. He needed to be a little bit more on the other side of the shot line.
Could play it right at the 3 ball here. Needs to slow down.
Oh! Looks like a full ball too far. Not a bad idea, though. He was looking at that 8 back in this corner. He's got a big frown on his face. Joe rolled just a touch too far on that shot. Now he's kicking and praying. Is his phone his marker?
Phone is the marker, it would appear.
All right, he's going for a kick and a cut on this 8 ball.
Good hit.
Probably played it a little bit thick just to be safe there. Steve with a big opportunity. Not a lot of problems here. I don't see any problems. Just find his pattern.
Yeah, I like the shot choice of playing the 6. I think you want to preferably be on the 7 next, but he'll probably try and get there now. If he chooses to run into the 3, you got to be a little careful of pushing it up onto the 8. Very smart shot. Very smart.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of natural leaves here. Off the long rail, back for the 5, just like that. Doesn't hurt to push the 8 closer to a pocket.
Yeah, there's not a great key ball here. Going to have to kind of work it a little bit. Very nicely done. Now I can just run straight up and get as straight on the 3 as possible.
It's like a stun over, but same concept. Looking for a 3 ball drift down for the 8. All right, Steve with that false start early on. Marking the bottom right corner here, obviously.
Now it's a 1-1 race.
We've got a race.
I'm going to try and sneak over and see what the score is for the point system base. I'm not as familiar with the APA scoring system because it's not in our area yet, or since COVID. I'm going to mute myself and ask him a question. There was a total of 3 points scored off of the last round.
So Trevor, for all the folks watching today from live, or for those looking to join our live stream, where can they find our live stream?
This is the APA Northwest Challenge channel. It's a new channel. Actually, if you go and subscribe and screenshot that you have subscribed and send it to Paul Solden or Southern Metro APA that you've subscribed to this channel, they're doing a free raffle drawing for a BK Rush Purple. So,
Oh, that sounds pretty sweet. If you haven't
yeah,
signed up or if you haven't subscribed, that sounds like a good opportunity to get your name in the hat.
yes, indeed.
So that's following or subscribing on YouTube. Is that right, Trevor?
Yep, it's on the channel that this stream is on right now.
Which was APA Northwest
Challenge.
Challenge. Thank you. Pulling that up on my own screen here just for having that available.
I stepped out of the room again because I was getting some eyeballs because I was being heard. It's now quieter in that room. I don't want to throw anybody off of their game.
Yeah, don't be doing that. Be seeing the players on the screen turning around and mean mugging you.
Yeah, don't want to do that at all.
Got a one race here between Joseph Farmer and Steve Barry. Marauding Merkins versus For the Cause. These are the APA divisional finals here in Lincoln City, Oregon. At the table now, Joe Farmer with a cut on the 10, and it goes. Tough shape. Yep, not a lot available there. Get some separation on some problems. Steve Barry back to the table.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Answer a question.
Yeah, no worries. Looks like we've got a question in the chat too you might be able to help with, especially since you're on site. Saksham asks, when is the raffle scheduled?
I believe that they're doing it this evening. So
All right.
get those in soon. If you have any questions on where to send that, let me know and I'll try and link that in the chat.
All right, you've heard it here. Looks like that drawing is tonight, that raffle. So get yourself subscribed to the APA Northwest Challenge channel for an opportunity at that BK Rush.
Yeah, and on this channel, he's going to be, Paul's going to be traveling down with some teams to the APA Worlds down in Vegas next week and going to be do some live streaming of the Portland area players that are traveling down to play in that. So it's not just to subscribe, you'll be able to watch them play down there in the big stage.
Oh, hey, that's pretty sweet. Looks like I just subscribed. Looks like the APA NW Challenge is a relatively new channel. 114 subscribers. I just made it 115. Who's in the chat going to make it 116? Let's help these guys get some subscribers.
Has some other benefits too. If they get once they get to 1,000 subscribers, the next APA event here at the coast, they'll be able to have individual matches because with less than 1,000 subscribers, there's a limited number of live streams allowed to upload per day. So it helps out the players to make finding their matches a little bit easier rather than having them part of one long continuous stream.
Hey, good point. So if you're out there and you're playing APA in Lincoln City and Chinook Winds, especially, help them get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can get that parsed out for you all. Helps everybody.
Probably going to be playing the bank here. Plays to natural position. Pretty nice shot.
Oh, the
Oh! Full body language got that one to drop for sure.
Yeah, he changed the gravity right there just a little bit, and it was enough.
Yeah.
A little fracture in the space-time continuum, and it just sucked that in.
Had to
Straight on
talk
the
that. Had to talk that ball into accepting the pocket. So nice shot. Gets out.
Joe now takes the lead again, sneaking up one more game over Steve, and wins the break.
I have yet to commentate an 8-ball break. There's been some close ones, but has not transpired while I've been on the mic yet.
All right, well, let's get Joseph on the 8-ball break here, or Steve. If you guys are in the chat room and you guys are friends with one of these players, shoot him a text message or let him know we want to see an 8-ball break here. Give him what the people want.
Yeah.
Decent break from Joe. Got a ball, spread the table pretty good. Got one little traffic jam here, but I don't know if it'll be a problem.
Playing the combo here next. Yeah.
Let's see. Is he going to try to play for shape on this 13? Nope. I'll deal with that later. Oh, this looks close. I think he's got it. He's going to have to draw out of this for shape. Great shot.
Very nice.
Bumping into those solids almost got him hooked there, but he had just enough on that 13. There's his last stripe, and will he get shape?
This 8-ball will be a break and run.
Somebody should shoot him a text message on his phone right as he makes it. See the thing light up. There it is.
Nice out.
Joe now up 3-1 over Steve. Don't let this game fool you. Steve is no slouch. Both these players, great control of the cue stick and ball. Joe just getting some good leaves and good runs today. Steve with plenty of time to back it up, but now is the time to get another game on the board. You certainly don't want to try to play from behind once your opponent's on the hill. That changes the mental game pretty drastically.
Oh, yeah. Tension in the stroke is one of the most difficult things to fade. You're already feeling it enough just being in the finals by itself, but fighting through a deficit on top of that is, whew.
Wow, Joe with the biggest break of the set so far.
crush those.
Got a lot of separation on the balls here. One little hiccup to deal with, whether you're solids or stripes. Just in the way of either getting shape on it or bumping it.
Yeah, that's... That 14 might slide through and break out, but I feel like the cue ball is going to be kind of tracking towards that top left corner pocket.
Yeah, it's a good point. That in that 3 might just give it the assist that it needs to go into the pocket. He might be able to straighten it out a little bit if he plays this 14 off the 1, but that's a little tougher of a shot, especially to be able to get it to drop. Well, he must have had one of each on the break.
Must have missed the solid going down.
Yep. He was firing at the solid there. So still open table then.
I do believe so.
Yep. Joe made one of each on the table. Looks like Steve was just confirming. Still open. Yep.
Oof.
Oh boy, these diamonds can bite.
I think that's a case of having that problem scenario being in your mind too, is eyes flickering towards it or any sort of distraction, and that's all it takes in this game is just momentary loss of focus.
Joe hangs the 14. Lets Steve back to the table. Steve's only really got one play from here. The good news is he could probably get a breakout on his 3 ball.
Could always play the safety too and just
Good
thin
point.
off of the 1 and stick him right up against that stripe and kind of bump your ball out.
Yeah, good point.
It's a passive play, but when you're in a rough spot.
Get out of there.
Ooh.
Get out of there.
Never a doubt.
Whew. I meant to use the point.
Yeah, that's how I slow down for that ball.
I played for shape on that too, just off the point. Did you guys see that? All right, Steve. Got a little lucky on the point there. Let's use it to your advantage. 8 ball's a little bit scary by this side pocket, so you just got to be careful as the cue ball travels on that side of the table. It's going to be tricky to get shape on the 6. Uh-oh, playing for short side of the 5. I don't know if that's going to work out.
Oof.
Tom Foolery in the chat says, comeback time. Rooting for Steve.
Man, do you try and play the safe where you thin off of the 5 and stick right up behind it off of the top rail? Touchy.
Yeah, that was a tough leave. I'm not sure if he intended to play short side of the 5. He probably intended to pop back out on this side of it. Now he's got some tough decisions here. I don't think he can see enough of the 3 to be able to play it into the 14 and buy the pocket. Just plays for a good hit. Can't risk giving ball in hand at this point. Ooh. That 14 deep on the shelf. The 10 bounces just on the rail and misses it. Leslie Berry says, watching live in the UK. That's my bruv. Welcome, Leslie Berry. Thanks for joining us.
Love to see the support. It's awesome to be able to watch our friends and family play the game that they love and be able to talk about it afterwards rather than trying to explain some abstract concepts of the game.
Good shot by Steve. I think he was hoping to cause some havoc down here in the left corner with the 14, maybe pocket it, but it didn't happen. Is this 2 going to cause a problem? Nope. That 2 ball almost made it weird. This is looking pretty scary at this point. Joe with a good opportunity. 8 ball sitting in the side pocket. 9 ball is the only ball that even really needs any sort of position finesse. I think we'll look to see Joe firing at the 8 in just a moment. Just which way is he going to get there? Uh-oh. This may not work.
Ouch.
I don't think he's hooked. I think it cuts, but it's going to send that cue ball flying.
Think you can see it? Oh, I guess maybe you
I think
can
he
see
can.
it.
Blind pocket, though. Oh, thanks for the correction, John Blue. It's an invitational, not a divisional final. Yes, my apologies. Steve with a big opportunity to capitalize here.
It's going to need some wheels. It's going to have a cut, but cue ball is going to be also needing some movement.
I think he's going to need to do that again, play off of this foot rail, back up to the head rail, and back down again to get shape on the 6. It's going to be tough to hold it low enough. More steam, more steam. This is going to be a bit tricky. This cue ball's running kind of right at the 8 after. You could play it safe if you can leave the cue ball basically where it is on the rail. You could play straight into the 6 with pretty thick and draw straight back into that rail. That's pretty precision, though. Looks like we're seeing a cut. Steve going big.
Oh. Whew.
Oh, my. Joe. Oh, man. You can see the frustration in Joe's face as he walks away from the table there. That should have been over.
It's never over until 8 ball sinks, because that's when you have the biggest mistakes, is when you think that it's over. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good point. Steve needs this. Make sure to tell your opponent thank you.
Thanks for the little breath of life.
All right. Steve up to 2. We got a 3-2 race.
Give me 1 second here while they're racking.
Introducing EvoSports, the future of live streaming. It's now easier than ever to stream and share your action. We use the best equipment for high-quality HD image. Invite a commentator from anywhere in the world. EvoSports is the evolution in billiards entertainment. Live streaming has never been easier. Simply enter your name, add your race length, and start your stream. Join us on YouTube at EvoSports Streaming or at evosports.live.
All right, looks like we're taking a quick break. Player break. We'll be right back with you guys with the action between Joe and Steve. Steve closing the gap now, up to 2. Both players racing to 5. This is the second race in this team set. We're watching the Invitational Finals here in Lincoln City. This is the APA Invitational Finals. Marauding Merkins versus For the Cause. Marauding Merkins took the first set 3-0. For Cause looking to close the gap.
All right, I'm back.
Looks like we're on a player break, Trevor, just for you, just so you know.
All right. Yeah, if your frustration is mounting a little bit with a game slipping away, it's always good to go take a stroll, breath of fresh air, and kind of recalibrate the mindset a little bit, because you keep pushing through frustration and it can start stacking on itself pretty quickly.
All right. And looks like the APA Northwest Challenge channel gaining a few more subscribers since I signed up, Trevor. It looks like they're up to 119 subscribers now. So we got some people out there that want that BK rush.
No doubt.
And the extra benefits that come with it that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, when all you got to do is hit subscribe to give yourself a chance.
So if you are watching this live feed and you have not yet mashed on that subscribe button, right now at the player break is a good time to do that. Scroll down just a bit and you should see the subscribe button. All right, Steve back from the player break.
He's looking to play a little pinball here, 9 into the 3. I guess that 14-12 combo can work. I like this selection better, though. Kind of come into it and try and get some separation.
Yeah, that worked out nicely. This 14 goes on the side. He can play the 14 with a stop shot. 10-11. Chooses to roll forward. Joe's shooting pretty good this set so far.
I imagine he's been playing pretty good the last couple of days to get to this final stage.
Good point. Good point. Everybody on the team has to have been playing at their pace or above to get this far.
Yeah, these types of events are always just a grind of the mental facilities, starting early in the morning, long waits, playing late into the evenings. It takes a lot of consistency to get deep into a tournament like this. You can't just win 1 or 2 and play okay. You got to play solid for several days over long hours. Great line on this shot.
Nice movement on the cue ball there. Joe getting all the way up table for his last stripe. Just needs to get shape on the 8. This looks pretty sweet, Trevor.
Yes, it does.
All right, Joe goes to the hill. I think he feels he should have been there a few minutes ago, which is not wrong. Was that a table run?
I do believe that was a table run.
I do believe that was a table run. Nice job, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's broken and ran one rack in here, and
He's
also
using his cue
table.
stick as a finding stick, like a blind person would use. Did you see that?
I did. That
I
was
bet
hilarious.
I bet I know what he was telling his team. He's playing that game by braille. No, he shot pretty well there, especially in that last ball. Alina Broadwater in the chat room says, "Nice job, Joe. Nice job, Joe." Joseph. Thank you all for joining us in the chat room here today.
Yeah, it's so much more lively when you have a little feedback between just two of us having banter about folks that we may not know very well. One stripe down. Ooh, that 13-1-6 is an immediate problem. That 15 is, that 2 ball is really there to ruin that upper right corner's day for stripes.
It's a pretty bunched up table at the moment.
This is a really nice angle on the 9 if he wants to take a swing at running into this 13 ball, but shape is not guaranteed.
Yeah, it could that could cause havoc and push some balls into the way of your 15 over here.
You got a great angle to run into it, but you're kind of taking your chances because just about anything can happen from here.
Unfortunately, I think he's left himself with only that as his option. So he's going to shake the snow globe here, go for the breakout. Not
Does
bad.
very well. Does very well.
Let's follow this 15 over off the 3. Yep. All right, we've got some options now. He's opened up this top right corner for himself by getting on this side of the 10 ball. Opting for the 13 instead.
It's going to need to go. So he wants to stiff this bank.
I think he's got to stiff this bank on the 15.
I think the 2 is a little too close to the pocket to try and play underneath of it. I mean, you could kind of nudge the 2 ball over near the 7 and kind of take over that pocket.
Something like this on the long rail first, and then maybe off the backside of the 2 it drops.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, you could take your opponent's duck out of the way. That's not a problem. Looks like what he's playing for. He's leaned over a few times looking there, Trevor.
Get in there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He had shape too.
Yes, he did.
All right, Steve's got a little bit of an uphill battle here in the snow. It's definitely doable.
I almost don't hate just taking the 2 into that 15 ball.
Oh, right now, yeah.
He can get there here in a minute too. Kind of achieve the same result. Clear some balls.
Feels nice to clear a few balls also. Get the blood flowing, you know.
Yeah, get a little comfortable with the table rather than just slow rolling everything.
his 2, his 6, and both of oh, it's not a 2, that's a 4 there. All of his balls pretty well on the rail here. Nothing real easy. He needs this 1 as a utility ball. He's got to get shape on one of these problems. I think the 10 ball is in his way of being able to slide down and break up his balls at the top. Otherwise, this 1 ball with just a little bit of angle, it might work. It might slide right behind the 10. I have a feeling it's going to crash into it, though. Yep. That could have worked.
Oh,
no! Oh, Steve.
Oh my goodness, that was just brutal. Well, Joseph with an opportunity now to close out the set, play the combo. You don't want that combo to make both balls at the same time. You want to leave it there so you can work around for the 8.
It's tricky also because sometimes players will hit that and leave this 10 ball over here, but he's done himself good here. No problems. Out comes the cell phone for the marker. He's calling his shot 2 ways there. He's going to go get on a payphone and call his own cell phone there. 8 in the corner. Joseph Farmer goes to 5 over Steve Barry.
All right. We're about ready to have the final match of the finals. Once they get the scores pinned in, I'll go over and take a peek. I guess I won't really need to because their race link will tell us when it will be finished.
This is the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, setting up the lag for the final.
I do believe Dallas is coming to the table. I know Dallas. He's a great guy. Does a lot of graphic design for the pool community and outside of the pool community as well.
And Dallas will be facing ALISHA McParland, or is it McFarland? I'm not sure. McParland was the way that it's spelled on the score sheet.
I see him typing away into the tablet to let us know what this race is going to be for the final showdown. If you guys want some folks to be rooting on your favorite players and team, go ahead and hit that share button. Let's get some audience in here to add that pressure.
Tell your friends, tell your family. It's the final.
This is what it's all come down to this whole week, battling out 3-person teams. Comes down to this final set. Dallas needs 4, ALISHA needs 3.
Dallas won the lag, so he will be breaking first.
Yeah, sitting in this room, it's incredible how quickly they bring in and remove 80 tables and lights to let an event like this happen. It's awe-inspiring, the organization and skill that it takes to bring an event like this together and run smoothly. Big shout out to Thomas Mackel and Dave McDowell and Paul Solden for putting all this together and all of their volunteers.
Yeah, if you ever have the blessing of being in the finals of a team event, whether you're in Lincoln City or Las Vegas. The final day of finals is kind of eerie.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
most of the tables are gone. Most of the players are gone. You're kind of on a few tables in a big empty room. Everything gets louder because there are fewer objects rather in the room to break the noise up, so everything echoes more. Elena Broadwater says, "You got this, Alicia." Rooting on her friend there in the chat. Thanks, Elena, for participating like that. Appreciate you. Leslie says, "So good to watch you all play." Thanks for joining us, Leslie. Tomfoolery, thanks for joining the channel in the chat. Chanel Chin, John Blue, thank you both. Saksham, thank you for participating today in the chat room. Kurt Reich, we see you. Appreciate you. If you haven't made yourself known yet and you're watching the live stream, please throw up some love in the chat room there for our players. Don't forget about our beautiful Michelle Solden, says Chanel Chin. Is it Chanel or Channel? Probably Chanel. 2 L's. Oh, Chanel. Yep. Small print from where I'm sitting. Dallas on the break. And it's a good one.
8-ball was tracking a little bit towards the side.
Got some movement.
Got a solid down. Yes, can't forget about Michelle Solden as well. There's so many names that are important to this event coming together. These players are lucky to have these folks willing to put in all this effort to allow us to come out here and play the game that we love with the people we enjoy.
Many of the players, but not all of them, know how many volunteers it takes to put these events together. But if you're a friend or family and you're watching today, just know it takes a small army of passionate and dedicated people to make these events happen for our players. So big shout out and thank you to all of our volunteers.
Dallas, given that 8-ball a ride, almost found the side pocket. Now he's found himself into a predicament. Whew.
He's behind the point here. Looks like he's doing a little. Oh, I see. I thought he was shooting for the 14 on a little swerve shot, but wouldn't make sense. He's solids. All right, Alicia with ball in hand. Big opportunity to do some damage here. She's got the shorter race, only going to 3. If she can get on the board first, it puts a lot of pressure on Dallas.
Yeah. You need to get 2-1 from there. So this short race formats, every game plays so much to the weight of the mental aspects. I kind of like taking the 11 into the side and potentially trying to get into the 3-ball, kind of clear up that space around the side pocket a little bit.
Decisions. So many options with the first at turn, especially with ball in hand. You got a lot of things racing through your mind. One of which is got to make something. Got to get on the board. Get this thing going. She's rolled a little bit far up table here. She might have the 9 ball still. She doesn't have the 14, and if she does, it's loaded with left-handed English and playing rail first. I think she can see the 9.
You can even play the combo here pretty safely because I don't think the 6 or the 3 have a pocket from that side of the table.
Yeah, good point. Alicia chose for the combo. Looks like she left nothing but a combo option for her opponent. The 6 may cut to the side pocket. He's going to be safe if he does try that. 11 and 13 shield him from any scratches.
Yeah, you say that, and then the cue ball does the great shot.
What a combo. What a combo.
What a combo from here. I'm going to save that replay. We'll play that one back in between racks. That was. Now, does this 6 cut into the side?
I think
It looks
I
very
think it
close
does,
to the
but
rail.
it's real thin. He's going for it. Yep, found the point. Not bad though. The 6 is out in the center of the table. You can pocket this 6 in the side from most of the table. Play this 9 ball with some top and get shape on the 10.
Very
Good
nicely
shot.
handled.
Looks like the 11 goes in the side as well. Oh no! If he can cut the 6 in the side, which I think he can, it's going to send the cue ball flying around the table. I don't know that he's going to be able to get back to a spot where he can get this 8 ball. All right, Alicia with another inning, another opportunity back at the table.
Yeah, I mean, trying to play the 11 in the side here is dicey. This 10 ball is lots of different ways you can get out here, but got to get back around to the 13, I think, if at all possible. Got to be a little bit worried about the potential scratch in the top left.
I don't dislike the combo on the 13 to the 14 with how close the 14 is. That's a good look. This 13 can bank, and it leaves her pretty straight for the 11.
I think she can just cut the 11 down the rail, can't she?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yep, and then it maybe bumps the 8 off the rail just a touch also. Slowing the cue ball down.
I don't dislike banking the 13, but
no, I think you're
banks
right.
are always a little bit more trepidatious for the speed and everything is a lot more going on for trying to play position off of a bank.
Sure. I was just thinking two-way shot here. If she misses the 11, she's going to probably put the cue ball in a pretty good spot for the 6. Ooh, nice shot.
Great shot. To play this with the pace to come 2 rails back around.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. 2 rails back around would have been nice for the 8. You know what, though? This may work out. Dallas is going to have to draw to get above the 8. The 8 doesn't have a home in the top right corner. It doesn't go here. Not easily, at least. But he's got just a little bit of angle. If he can draw this, pop the cue ball back up, table somewhere in this realm. He's playing top, though. Ooh, he's playing for a safe. Smart play by Dallas. This may just pay off. Looks like it's just behind the 8 ball. Now Alicia's got a single rail kick for safe or for contact. I'm not going for it if I'm Alicia. I'm just going for just touching my 11. trying to leave the cue ball right where it's at.
Also kind of like,
Oh, her coach Jim saying go 2 rails and come behind the. Oh yeah, that's a good look, Trevor.
either way, I think you don't necessarily want to make this. You want to
No,
just have good contact and use
Yep.
the 8 ball as potential cover.
she's hoping to come in like this and make contact.
Great.
She's done it. Oh no, she's rolled out. Oh, what a
Just
great attempt.
barely.
Tough to get speed control right on that, going 2 rails, coming in behind something. You don't know how thick you're going to hit it. If she'd hit it real thick, it may have worked out perfect, but just barely touched it, so it kicked.
I think she actually may have hit that before, just ever so thinly. That's what they were discussing. I was watching it in the big screen up above.
Oh, okay. Not a bad shot by Dallas here. I think he's hoping to hold that cue ball a little closer to the rail, but can't zoom in with this camera, but this 8 ball is really close to the rail, and getting past the side pocket points is always a challenge, especially when you're tree topped on the rail like this. You can't do put a lot of action on the ball. Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
Kurt in the chat, I think they discussed it and they decided that she hit that 13 ball slightly first coming off of the second rail.
Yeah, good eye though, Kurt. That's what Trevor was looking at. Did she get a good hit there, or was it not? And they talked it out and agreed that it was a good hit. ALISHA gets on the hill, or gets on the board first, rather, not the hill, but on the board first, and really puts the pressure on Dallas. That was a big win in the last set here.
Yeah, and Kurt, you can rewind a little bit and kind of rewatch that hit. It did look like it was very close, but how the balls reacted, it kind of appeared that she did hit it just before the rail. Oh, I missed that replay of Dallas's combo in that last rack. I'll try and remember between the next racks. It's like the 2 ball gets down. Has a look at the 6 or the 5. Potentially the 7 into the side as well, but probably going to be playing the 6 ball.
Just watching that replay of that hit that Kurt was talking about, and it is certainly close, but it's in the review mirror at this point.
Ooh, this rack is getting progressively more complicated.
Yep, as these players pile the balls up back on the dot, reverse break.
Dallas has got a chance to crash into the stack here with the coming off of the first rail into the 9 to the bottom right. Got to be a little. I don't think the. Wow. This is a crazy game.
A lot of steam on that cue ball, and just one thing popped out.
Yeah. You look at that rack and you're like, how did that be the only thing that got disturbed?
Yeah. Yeah, with my luck, it's the 8 ball that gets disturbed. It's the only ball, and it finds a side pocket.
Yeah. Dallas has got a pretty good opportunity here if he can pocket this and kind of run into the 8-14, create a little separation.
Chose to play center ball there instead and separated some other balls, but I preferred what you were talking with the little bit of top there. Alicia back to the table.
Opens up the rack though, so now
Yeah,
there's going to be some more options.
After watching that 2-rail hit that she played a couple of times there, she definitely made contact with the ball before the cue ball hit the rail. So a couple shots ago, great hit. 2 rails for contact with help from her teammate there, a little coaching.
Whew. I think the combo is makeable, but that 12 ball is likely going to be tracking over near the 1.
Alicia sets up quickly on the 2 ball, confident with where she's going with that thing. Maybe too quickly. That pre-shot routine is more important than everyone thinks it is. Same cadence every time. If you watch, even the pros have a very consistent pre-shot routine. She was a little bit quick to set up on that one.
I got to answer a question real quick. Be right back.
Copy. Dallas can load this straight ball up with a ton of left-hand English and potentially get a breakout here. Probably play just a touch of bottom and some left-hand English. You're going to play this shot first. And that spin is going to come off of this rail and hopefully increase that angle off the rail and pop out. Dallas talking to his teammate now, getting some coaching, asking which option he should play first or how to approach it. Looks like they're discussing the shot that I was just talking about. Dallas taking his time here. Looks like he's going to break the bridge out. He has to reach pretty far down table. Better than standing on one foot or chicken winging with your arm. This is going to be more accurate play. In my opinion, a little bit more tough to get spin on the ball with the bridge. You can see he's loading it up with left. Oh, and he's popped out. He did get shape, but he missed a shot. Alicia now with a big opportunity. Not many pocketable balls here. She could run the 3 up top. And if she plays that, the cue ball is going to naturally play off of this rail, and she could put a little bit of ride on it, and it might play back in and break some things out for her. Looks like we're going to play the 2 ball. And it looks like she's trying to cut it. It may cut to this corner. Tough shot nonetheless. Good try. Dallas now has a 10 ball as a duck and a great 15. If he plays the 15 with some left-hand English, he can play back into this 14-8, get a breakout. He may not need it, though. 14 does go on the side.
Rub it. Oh, so close. That little rub on the 8 would have really dressed up nicely for the 14.
Yes, it would have, and it's going to be tough. I think he's got about an inch before the point from the 10 ball, so getting to get the 14 to, or the cue ball to hold for the 14 in the side is going to be tough. I think you're right. He's going to have to play off the foot rail, back up to the head, and come back down for shape on the 14 in the same pocket.
It's a tall order, a lot going on.
Instead, he opted for the soft hit, and that may have worked.
That's not bad.
Would have been a little bit sketchy with the 8, but now Alicia with control. This 1-2 looks a little bit offline, but it may get some love from the 10.
Oh, might be able to play a carom there. She rolls down to the 3 from here. I like it.
Yeah, it's not
She's
quite straight, but I think it does play off the 10. She did line up for it. She's looking at the combo. And it may be straighter than it looks from upstairs. It's hard to tell from this angle. Don't get behind the point. Oh, no. Oh,
Oy.
no. A quarter of a ball too far, and Alicia has hooked herself behind the point. This is a tough spot to be. I think she's left herself nothing but the kick bank on the 5, and it has to play off the rail and the 10 to go in. That's a tough spot to be. Not difficult to hit the 5, just difficult to pocket something. Then again, if she does make contact with the 5, and that's all she does, she's not going to leave her opponent anything great. So she's going to go just to the left of the center diamond.
Good line.
It goes. Oh.
Oh my goodness. She hit that so good.
Well, she's certainly created a problem for Dallas now, blocking this bottom left corner. Dallas putting a lot on the cue ball, trying to make something happen. Unfortunately, it didn't land, but he didn't do Alicia any favors. If I'm Alicia, I'm probably not pulling this 5 out of that corner. I'm gonna play into the 2-1 and get some separation there and put my cue ball up table, make him pocket my 5. Because this 2-1 doesn't have anywhere to go at the moment. She's going to be in a bad spot if she pockets this 5 ball.
If you want to get really fancy, you could play potentially off of the 4 into the 10 to make the 5 and create some separation, but that's cue ball's going to be kind of having some sort of a clip on it where it's hard to know where it's going to end up.
That could work out pretty well. The 5 is inside the point or just inside, so it's not. Oh,
Yeah,
nice
like
shot.
that.
Nice shot.
Just like that. Beautiful shot.
I didn't even see that. Alicia with a clutch shot. Now she can just hide this cue ball maybe behind the 1. I like this.
Keeping the pressure on.
I like that she's made it difficult for her opponent to get out. I don't love that she's also made it difficult for herself to get out, but
You can thin off of the 14, get behind this rail and try and cinch up behind the 12 ball there.
Yeah.
Delicate shot.
Dallas is playing for a good hit and putting the pressure on Alicia.
Yeah, distance here is going to add to the pressure.
Yeah, tough spot to be. I don't know how far the one is off the rail.
Yeah, you can play like a half ball hit on the one, play the little double kiss, and let the cue ball track right up underneath of the 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I like that idea. Leave the cue just right up under here. Looks like she's going the other way with it and trying to leave the cue on the other side of the one, which creates more of a traffic problem.
Almost got up there behind the 8. Here's that same scenario of trying to get up behind the 12 ball. Ooh.
All right, now we've got ourselves a chess match. I like touching my 2 ball and pocketing his stripe here, leaving the cue ball in the bottom left corner. She sees the same thing, I think, just in a different way. She's playing for the combo on his ball. Oh, and it doesn't quite land. Still not an easy out by any means.
I think he banked the 14, come around, have a look at the 10 ball. He got that pocket sewed up.
Ooh, tough shape for ALISHA.
Could always play off of the, from our perspective, the left-hand side of that 4 ball, pocketing the 10, bank the 4 ball up near the 14 to kind of block it.
Mm.
Oh no, cue ball, stop. Oi.
Oy vey.
All right. Dallas with a much needed opportunity. What pattern do you like to play here with ball in hand?
Oh gosh. I
Oh.
probably would play in the top left corner and myself. Dallas using the single rail. I would have just played up this way and let my cue ball drift up, but he's got a closer shot than I would have left myself.
Yeah, I like that. There's so many ways to play this game. I just like to hear how everybody else likes to see it. As
Yeah. I think the reason I liked my direction a little bit more was just that it stayed in the shot line longer. In his path here, he just had such a narrow window to leave it in the shot line for the 8. But he made it work. He had the right speed control, and that's what you need in that shot. Worked out great. Dallas tied it up 1-1, but it is a 4-3 race, so he's still slightly behind. I'm going to take a break while the rack is happening. I'll be right back.
while he's taking that break, I'm going to play that combo shot that Dallas played a little earlier in the set. Oh, I'm not going to have the time. I will wait. Eight ball tracking. Got one of each down. Cue ball finds itself in a unfortunate position. I don't think he can see enough of the 5 ball to try and make it. Can really only shoot out of 3 balls directly. The 6, 5, or 4, and none of them have a direct line at a pocket. Unless he can twist this one in. Or play the bank. Nice shot by Dallas. Lands on the 3 ball. Rearranges the furniture. Think everything still goes. Gotta be a little cautious. how you want to proceed from here. Looks like he's going to play with some top and try and run into the 2.
Or hold it for
Okay.
the 6. If he was trying to hold it, probably a center ball hit would have helped a little bit. Yeah, I think he played it pretty well as a stop shot here. Maybe just a... Ooh, okay, he's trying to rearrange the furniture again. That's the thing about rearranging the furniture is you never get it right the first time, and you always got to redo it, you know?
Yeah, you're always kind of re-nudging and trying to get it in the right positions. He's got an opportunity here. It's just you don't want to get stuck behind this 9 ball. And I feel like you have to kind of slow roll this in with the rolling ball to take to just get underneath of the 9 without getting too far underneath of the 9.
Oh, he played stiffer than I thought. And he would have had a shot. He would have been firing at the 2 if he made that. Unfortunately, Alisha's now back to the table, much to Dallas's dismay, and Alisha's got some good opportunities here. I think we're going to see her make a few balls.
Yeah, the 15 is quite a reach, but I do like choosing that as your first shot.
I think she wanted a shorter reach, and she got it for herself there. Now she can reach that without a bridge. Don't touch it. Oh, okay.
Still workable. Pocket this 9 and land good on the 10, and this rack is pretty much spoken for. Ooh, a little overcut.
That's okay. She left Dallas the long shot, and tough to get shape on the 2 here. Soft hit leaves it. Medium hit leaves you out of the line just like that. That would have been a tough spot to get out from. And dangerous to go 2 rails with the 8 where it is. I know that 11 is a nice key ball to get to the 8, but I kind of like taking it at the moment. Getting on to the next ball from there.
Gets it down.
Oh boy. Okay. Is she going to have to combo this 11 ball?
I think so. The speed's got to be good. You don't want it to get past the side pocket, because then the 8 ball is going to be blocking your next pocket.
Or a full table bank. Uh-oh. Yep.
Speed was good, just caught that 15 ball a little thick. Now what do you do?
I think if it's me, I'm going to... Oh, gosh, I don't even know. I was going to say put my 10 right on top of the 8, but what are you going to do after that? Oh, I don't like this. Oh, the cross bank? Don't do the kick bank. It'll push the 8 in. You could cross it.
Yeah, you can cross it a little bit wide and kind of come into that. Yeah, and then come underneath of it and in. I like that.
Yeah. Conversely, if she tries to kick bank it like this and hit the 10 in, it's going to put the cue ball right into the 8. She's got to cross it, just like her coach is saying.
You got to be a little careful of the double kiss.
Oh, good point. Like that?
I'm a one pocket player. Those come up all the time. You're just like, you can hit it good, but all right, Dallas, This is a big game to make it a tie ball game. Got to get good on this 2. Nice shot. Ooh. Just fine.
Yeah, just fine. He's got plenty of table with where the 8-ball is. It's no fear of over-rolling here. I guess if you hit it with left-hand English on accident, you'd have to fear the scratch. Oh, natural. Was wider. Can't tell what Dallas is using for a pocket marker, but he's marked the upper right corner there. Looks like a poker chip, maybe. Oh, no.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
Brutal.
He did not want that.
Under the pressure, this is still a tough shot.
Looks like we've got a new chat member group. Hosier 1645 says, howdy. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the group. Alicia drains that. What a clutch shot. Danger on this shot is following it in. Just touching the rail a little bit early. Should make that no problem. Or playing on the left-hand side of the 8. No problem. Alicia to the hill. Oh, it's an APA sportsmanship coin. Ah, nice. Good choice. Gotta say, I really enjoy the way that the chat room feature blends into the commentator studio now. It's much better to participate, Trevor. So kudos to the EvoSports team on that.
Yeah, he's referring to the remote feature. Chris Boatman is approximately 6 hours away driving from the venue right now, so he's tying in remotely to commentate this, and it's just a web-based app. Very simple. If you want to commentate on EvoSports, just get the link and tune in, and it's got a bunch of cool features like the chat being right there on the screen where we can see you all and the match simultaneously. Great break from Alicia.
Karen Blodgett also joining the chat room, said, come on, Dallas. Got plenty of fans on both sides of the table today. Again, thank you all for participating. And if you haven't yet, please mash on the subscribe button for the APA Northwest Challenge page, and you'll be entered into a drawing for a BK Rush. So if you are listening in, tuning in live, and you haven't hit subscribe, please do now. Got a little bit of an issue with the 7-ball here. You'll see how she'll get out of there. The 2 and the 6-ball both have pockets, and this 8-ball is a little bit screwy at the moment, but that made it change just right now. Oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, we'll be kicking now. Yeah, if you're kicking at the 7 from this angle, it's
I'd probably go at it from the other side, just for a better chance of getting contact. Alicia's choosing the short side. Did she hit the 10 or I'm sorry, the 2 first?
Yeah, I think that's a 4-ball, but yeah, I think that
Is
was
it
a
4?
good hit.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, Dallas looking around like, okay, that was a very good kick. The results were great.
Ooh, nice safety play from Dallas.
Yeah, he's throwing up his hand, but I think that's kind of forces the issue on the 7-ball.
Yep.
Guess she could play the bank here, but once again, that double kiss plays pretty looming.
Play it stiff with some bottom, maybe. Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, she got a twofer. Oh man. Dallas on the hill in this race. I'm sorry, Alicia on the hill in this race. On her way to 3.
Yeah, Dallas has got his work cut out ahead of him. Like, I like what he's looking at here, playing into the 9 ball, and just kind of trying to play that little touchy safe. Oh, he could just make it. I didn't realize that had a pocket.
Yeah, I think that the 9 had a pocket there, and then the 10 had a pocket up here too if he'd played it that way. Yeah, this is tough.
And
he's going to put it away. Oh. Looks like the table has some character. He said it was snaking around a little bit there, but I think he effectively blocked Alicia's bank shot and maybe contact. We're going 2 rails for contact here.
Could play this in the side pocket. Oh,
my.
That was so close.
Good attempt. Good attempt. Dallas with ball in hand. Looking to make lemonade. Oh boy, I thought that wasn't going to get there for a moment.
Trickle speed.
Yep, this is a dangerous spot to be. All those little stoppy shots, pretty easy to pocket. Oh no, he rushed that shot. He set up and fired at that so fast. And I don't think this 4 ball goes by the 15, but it does go on the bank.
Yeah, you had to just miss the 15. I think it'll be all right.
Okay. That could be tough. Dallas could really put the hammer down now with the safety plays. Alicia's hidden her ball from herself there, so Dallas is lining up the 15 to make it. I don't love that idea.
Yeah, because like that's going to be kind of tracking down underneath of the 8 potentially, and even if you
did get all the way, you'd have to go 5 or 6 rails. Just oh no! Oh
man.
Okay, well, he may still get another. I mean, he's going to get another inning out of this. I don't think the 2 goes anywhere. Looks like Alicia is setting up for a short safety. She's got to watch the scratch.
Yeah, you don't want to double kiss this, have it go into the rail and bump it, because then the cue ball will be tracking right towards the pocket.
Yeah, if you're intense to play the safety, I'd put my cue ball over here to start.
Nice touch.
Ooh. All right. What are you doing? Oh, he's just giving it away. I said, you have it back. I don't want to mess that up.
Yeah. I like what Joseph is describing here of placing the ball there near the pocket, playing it into the 10 ball, creating some separation and getting the cue ball just to the rail, so that way in the next shot you'll have a look at the pocket.
Yeah, the 14 is going to take all the inertia from the hit, and the cue ball is going to snuggle in right behind it.
Yep. Now Dallas under immense amount of pressure with this kick.
I think he
Can
can
he
cut
see
it.
the edge of it?
Yeah, I think he can at least get a good hit here. Oh, he didn't. I think he even touched her ball when he went by it, but it doesn't matter at this point. That is a ball in hand. Oh, don't hit the 8. Don't hit the 8.
Still got some work.
Yeah, you're going to have to play a decent draw shot here. Alicia is solid, so hopefully she's not looking at playing short side on this solid and trying to follow it down table, and that looks like what she's doing. I feel like that's the harder way out, but
Yeah, if you don't feel good about your draw shot, that is the alternative.
I mean, even a stop shot is going to leave you on the right side of the stripe.
See, there's another shot you could. Yeah, she's just going to go underneath of it. Don't hate it. It's just got to focus and bear down on the pocket.
Yeah, no, this is
Make sure.
it's not the wrong way to do it. She just has to make it here, and it goes.
And make it. She does. Perfect
And
position.
Yeah, great position. Good shot, Alicia.
With this 8-ball, this is for the championship. This is for the whole finals right here. Oh no. The moment can be so big.
Oh. Dallas not letting that moment be taken for granted. Heartbreaking miss on that 8 by Alicia. Dallas gets out, goes to 2, and earns
It's not
back.
It's not over yet.
It's not over. What an emotional roller coaster of shots those last few shots must have been for their entire teams. I've been in their shoes. Yes, no, yes, no. Yes, no. I've been there. Oh man.
Dallas has been doing a pretty good job of getting that 8-ball moving. Does he have it here to make it hill? Nothing finds gravity this time. Now Alicia's going to be coming to the table, probably looking at the 5 into the side. Especially if you can creep forward just a little bit to the rail and get onto that 2-ball. That 2-ball is in a very trepidatious spot. Oh.
Well, she's left it to Dallas to decide.
What suit do you prefer here?
I think I still like the solids.
Yeah, that 9-12 looks pretty tricky. It's just a question of how you feel about cutting this 2 up the rail, given the pressure.
To find some love.
That's how you clear the pocket for the 7-ball. Now it has a home.
Good point. I was just circling that 7 a moment ago to talk about it being kind of the only shot that required a breakout. Not sure what he's got from this position. You see anything here, Trevor?
Does he have the 7?
He just may be able to thread the needle there, and he does. Oh, misses the shot, though. Yeah, good eye. I didn't even see that.
Alicia's got to look at a thin cut into the side. Cue ball is going to be moving at a decent clip, unless she wants to try and shoot it straight up the rail. I think she's considering the 13-15 combo.
Those are tough.
Those are very tough.
What I like about the 13-15 combo is if the 13 is not perfectly straight, maybe it breaks out this 9 problem.
Maybe the 12-9-15 combo.
Oh,
Give them all a
right.
chance.
All right. Taking care of multiple problems with one shot.
Ooh, 6 and 13 got tricky indeed.
Yep, they definitely got weird, but some of these players from Portland, so they're used to weird.
I think we're all a little weird when we decide to pick up this game as seriously as we do. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going. I even looked away for a second, and I looked back up, and she's still shooting. She found all of that pocket.
Carom?
Oh, yeah.
That's
no.
Wow. What a brutal roll.
Oh. Yeah, that was rough. She's
Taking
looking
a
at
look.
2 rails just for contact now, I think.
Yeah, I just hopped up because I'm sitting kind of directly behind this. Like the closest she can aim is right at the first diamond there. Hits it. Nice hit.
Good hit. Good hit. Alicia now with several 2 and 3 rail hits for good contact, not giving up ball in hand.
Indeed. Could slice this one into the side and try and come into the 6 maybe? Play the 3 in the side? It's a...
Well, it's got to open up with the 1.
Oh, that's what I meant. Slicing the 1 and running into the 6 off of the first rail. And play it. Get enough separation?
I don't know. Maybe if he throws it.
Gotta be a little careful cutting this 3 into the corner. That 4-8 looks scary for the side pocket.
Yeah, good eye. Might just take the 7.
Yeah, I'm scared. I would. You could possibly make the 7 get onto the 4 ball too.
Certainly isn't the way that you want to lose to your opponent either on the hill.
Safety good, maybe?
Wow, I think so. She could probably see the inside of that 14, the outside of the 14, but nothing in pocket here, I don't think. Yeah. Tough spot for Alicia to be. Can she see the cut on the 14? $14 on the side.
Like the scratch looms a little bit there.
Yeah. Yep. She hits bottom or center at all, but she's on the rail, so she couldn't. Not a lot of options, so she just had to give it a whack eventually.
Dallas has some options, but both of them are tree topped over this 3-ball. Gets it down.
That works pretty nice.
Yes, it did.
Couple different ways to get out from here.
I think the only pocket the 8-ball goes is into the side pocket. Needs a favorable rub.
Oof. Ouch. This 3 does
Might-
not go in the corner now.
Might still go on the side. Maybe not.
I don't think so. Oof, maybe. It's tight. And then the thing with that shot, Trevor, is cue ball is running down here.
If you elevate with some draw, kind of get to
Elevate
above
with
the
some-
side pocket.
Draw and find it here. Yeah. Good
Ooh,
point.
he drills it. Drills it.
Nice shot, Dallas.
Now the 2-ball coming down along here. I'm on a tablet, so I'm done drawing lines. I've got giant fingers, and I can't tell where I'm drawing a line.
Cue
Sitting here
ball.
using the
Bring the 2 ball down here, and cue ball hits, drifts down this way. Oh, a little bit wider than I thought. Leaves him
Great
nice
shot.
inside. Is it behind the 9? I don't think so. I think he's got a good look at the 8 here. Sets up his pocket marker, which is that APA sportsmanship coin. Do you know if that coin's something that you have to earn, or is that given to? Wonder what that's about. I'm not familiar with that sportsmanship coin. If you're in the chat room and you know how to get the APA sportsmanship coin, let me know. Dallas
Well,
setting up on the side.
Hill.
I love me a good hill race.
Hill. 1 rack for all of it. Hooey. I'm glad I'm just commentating and don't have to try and make bowls because my hands are starting to get sweaty just thinking about it.
And so as points are concerned, down here at the table, it really does come down to this game, huh?
It does.
Wow. What a moment these two are in.
Thanks,
I've never made it this
Karen.
far myself. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, thanks, Karen. In reference to the APA sportsmanship coin,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to earn it.
Yep.
Knowing Dallas as I do, he is a gentleman and very courteous and caring of all those around him. So it makes perfect sense that he has earned one.
Yeah, that tracks.
Earned as a team in a session. Good to know. I wish we had APA in our area.
I like stuff like that. I like little recognition of things outside of just pocketing balls. There's other parts of the game that warrant recognition.
For sure. It's one of those things that sportsmanship is not readily taught. And if it's not taught, you can kind of learn the hard way of how frustrating it can be when it's not extended towards yourself.
Oh, yeah.
8-ball? Ooh. It was only about 8 inches away from being a one-shot rack.
Dallas now has played with that side pocket a few times on his breaks.
Kurt in the chat says, let's go Dallas, just one more.
Man, this is edge of your seat pool right here. In the finals, in the final race of the finals, Dallas and Alicia, Hill. I mean, it doesn't get any more evenly matched than this.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching the body language of the teams, sitting here watching, and they're all trying to be as still and as calm as possible, but I can see it on their face that
I
the
guarantee they're not
tension is
inside.
high.
Yeah,
The
inside
tension
they're
is
freaking.
high. Yeah.
Inside they're jumping up and down. Come on, come on! You got this.
Yes, indeed. If you've never played teams together in pool, it doesn't matter if it's the final or the first round, but when it's hill and it's on your shoulders, there's not a lot of pressure that feels like it playing for your team. Okay, so Dallas is stripes. That's why he kicked at that 9 ball early on, I believe.
What a long couple days it's been for these two teams, marauding Merkins and For the Cause. Coming down to this hill match between ALISHA and Dallas. Nice
little
combo.
Dallas isn't thrilled about having to shoot this ball here because it's kind of a safety net on the 4 ball.
Just touched the top of the 11 there with his cue stick. I don't know that he noticed or anybody else, but
Yeah, I don't think it changes too much of the lay.
nope, just moved the
Looking at
11 a little closer to the pocket is all. If I was his opponent, I would just ask for the extra inch back. You never know.
nice to get the cue ball down on the bottom rail. If Alicia can see that 3 ball, she's likely to be trying to shoot at it. Feels like the 6 is slightly impeding.
Yeah, she's got to be playing the combo. Not bad. Not a bad leave.
Not bad at all. Really keeping the pressure on Dallas. His only offensive shot is to be able to bank the 9 cross corner. Thanks, Chris, for being so great on the line drawing.
Well, he's handed ALISHA a duck with the 1, which is a nice safety ball, a nice parachute net.
Yeah, if that 3 goes in the side past the 8.
Yikes. Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
pretty tight.
It might. It just might. You can't tell from up here.
Oh, I can tell. I'm literally that line you just drew,
Yeah.
the first one, I am sitting directly on that side. You can't. If you're wondering where I'm sitting, I am
it goes.
directly through the 3 into the side pocket. Nice shot. Wanted to get a little bit further up for the 4 ball there, but or 2 ball, excuse me.
She might play off of the 8 here too. More on purpose, not on accident. I think on purpose you could have pocketed. On accident, obviously, would throw it off the line you want. So this isn't easy.
No, it is not. Is Dallas sizing up, trying to follow the 9 into the side off of the 1?
I'm not sure, but if this goes, which it looks like it does, I don't know. It's a little bit scary with the 8 there.
Yeah, but the 9 ball still doesn't have a pocket, so it's kind of like.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if you can see enough of that 15 to cut it. 7 looks like he can get by it.
I don't think he can get the 15 right now. He'd have to.
Excuse me, the 14 ball then. Or no, that is the
Oh,
15
maybe.
that he's cutting right there.
Okay. Snow globe effect. This isn't over yet. Both players have got some situations to deal with. Or should I say a situation?
It is the same situation too. Now, yeah. So I like cutting the one ball, having the cue ball come around at it to try and break it out at some point.
Okay. She might have just handed Dallas one of the keys that he needed.
Yeah, but Dallas needs 3 keys right now. He's got. He needs 2 if this goes into the
Yeah.
side.
This can come back around for the 9. You hold on a little more steam. I would have liked to give it enough steam to be on this low side of the 9. Tough to get out from here for Dallas. I don't see an easy breakout. Probably don't want to make this ball at the moment.